The American Academy of Pediatrics is now recommending banning sales of all tobacco products, including e-cigarettes, to people under 21. Doctors warn the growing popularity of e-cigarettes is threatening to addict a new generation of teens. So one of the problems with e-cigarettes is we are seeing people who are using them, they don't need to. The whole idea behind e-cigarettes, they're supposed to help get you off of actual regular cigarettes. But in 2013, more than 250,000 of teens who had never smoked a cigarette were using these e-cigarettes, which is a huge number.
I was going to say what you just said, Kylie. The whole idea of e-cigarettes is to get you off of regular cigarettes, but there's no research that's really been done about what the long-term effects of e-cigarettes are. The only marketing that's been done, and that's the e-cigarettes marketing that's saying, hey, e-cigarettes are better than cigarettes. Nicotine is nicotine. It's bad no matter what.
And that's what they're looking at with these teens' brains. There hasn't been a ton of research done, Rachel, on exactly how the e-cigarettes affect you, but they do know that nicotine for teens, it's not good for you.
Right, but I do think it's difficult to say, okay, we're going to try to make the legal age 21 or whatever they do, when cigarettes, which are proven to be bad for you, are 18. So how do you make that sell?
It makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense.
You know, you're saying the e-cigarettes are bad, and there's no question when you look at some of the flavors that they have in e-cigarettes.
What are they, bubble gum and gummy bears?
Cotton candy. Yeah. It's certainly marketed towards young people, but they're supposed to go get a pack of Marlboros at 18, and they can come back and get the e-cig at 21? I don't know.
It's a strange thing to look at, too, especially because, like you mentioned, Ali, there hasn't been a lot of proof on exactly are these e-cigarettes helping people quit smoking. Most different companies who actually try to regulate and try to say, like, okay, this is going to help, they have to report their findings. They have to do that. The e-cigarette companies don't have to, or at least we haven't seen any of that yet.
In the research done by the Minnesota Department of Health last year, they found that 13% of high school students have tried an e-cigarette in the last 30 days. That's a very high number.
13%.
I'm a little concerned that this is a product that all along, all we've been hearing is like, well, we don't really know. Like, we don't really know. Is this bad for kids? Is it bad for adults? Is it okay? How is it possible that a product comes to market that people are ingesting and we don't know if it's safe? I mean, the answer that, well, we don't know it's unsafe. You're like, well,
that's what they said about cigarettes in the
What do you mean we
beginning.
don't know it's unsafe? Like, how is it possible?
We'll know in 30 years.
Right. I mean, to me, it's just a little preposterous.
The federal government hasn't regulated it yet, so that's why.
And they could. They've chosen not to, which I guess, you know, why would they want to, I guess. But no, I don't know. It's very puzzling to me.
We'll wait to find out more.